know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans.
Get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Me, stop. Peace, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my.
I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Play Clyde here in this first quarter.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top at the record. You got nothing. 43.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
They should have put a stamp on
And
me
he
in the
takes
locker room.
this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
Why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 7, Jaguars nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
14-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 32 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
The kick
Early on, they have all facets of the game.
You get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
2nd down.
Flushed out right. He's going to run again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On the run, it's Robinson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Eifert has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Complete to Tyler.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big plays.
21-0 our score after one.
Jaguars nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake, Mariota. That's caught by Waller out left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The kick by Carlson is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Chenault. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll let this one go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. Now a carry for Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it this time. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You think?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, 73 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
47's the mic. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Mariota on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action. Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt at this. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
Jacobs now. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Jaguars 12. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being
and got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold up.
Continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it
got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
43 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
48-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 8 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
45. Jaguars 12.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it with Jacobs, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. Yeah. And the Raiders have got him. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. 4th down conversion. conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be second down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Carrier, Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third
and short yardage. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Mariota's pass intended for Darren Waller.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Dancing to his left, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Max Crosby in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Bring it! And he'll take it into the end. Taking it in from 14 yards out, and the Raiders are pouring it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell in.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Going. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Eluding the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. Well, they were looking for a... Unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota now. Catch made. It's Moreau.
I need to get my swag
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was in and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys.
They're going to snuff this.
But what they'll start